Hi there, my name is Samuel, and today we shall be taking a look at the 76114 Spider-Man's Spider Crawler, which does contain 418 pieces and does contain 4 minifigures and did originally retail for £35, $40 and €40, which when I say 40 just seems a bit more steep of a price set. And taking a look at Spider-Man and Spider-Man 299, which honestly is such an awesome minifigure. You can see Spider-Man here has the dual molded legs, which looks really cool, and there you can see the printing, which I really like the look of the printing on Spider-Man. I think this is one of the better versions. I would prefer it if it was that darker blue, because I don't believe this is like the darkest blue that we've had with Spider-Man. Like, I prefer like more the 2012 one. I think it just aesthetically looks better. And there you can see the blue, metallic blue in the eyes, which I didn't exactly pay too much attention until I read it just now on Brickset's name for it, which I thought was quite interesting. And Spider-Man 99, which he has these web elements, which are pretty cool. I do like these new inclusions. Well, they're technically not new at this point, but still they were new back in 2019. Wow, quite a long time ago this set was released. But there you can see him, which honestly I really like the look of this figure. The detailing is great, like the spot detailing is really good on him. And yeah, I just think he's a really well done figure. I like the look of it. It is done really well. And then moving to the back, you can see some, like, what do you want to call it? Just some printed elements. Sorry, I mean some studded detailing, some little dots. But yeah, that is Spider-Man 99, which is honestly such an incredible minifigure. And taking a look at Vulture and Sandman, honestly, Vulture is okay in this set. I think he's done pretty well. It's sad that they did reusing this year. But then Sandman is absolutely incredible. I think it's mostly, yeah, by far my favourite version of him, which I shall show you that in a minute. But here is Vulture's printing, which honestly I think it looks pretty cool. I like the look of his printing. It's done pretty well. There you can see his face, which he doesn't look happy. Is this the same one as the Michael Keaton face? I believe so. I believe it's him. It looks similar. Could actually swap it out for Batman. That'd be quite funny, or vice versa. But there you can see the wing attachments, which I think are pretty cool. I prefer the one in the Vulture Robbery from this year. It just looks aesthetically a lot better. And he has a stud shooter. No clue why he has a stud shooter. And then Sandman, honestly, this is such an incredible minifigure. Just looking at like the sand tornado at the bottom, it's absolutely amazing. The jagged lines in between look a bit weird because they are from Nexo Knights, but it still is absolutely fine. Here you can see this hammer, which I think the hammer looks really cool. You can see like the studs and everything, and like the cone, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's really blocky, but I like the aesthetic of that because it just, I don't know, it just kind of makes something unique for Sandman. And then taking a look at the actual Sandman himself down here, which looks really awesome. There you can see all of his sandy printing, which is pretty cool. He looks quite angry there. And then he looks pretty more chilled out. You can see his t-shirt is kind of coming through. And he has that hairpiece there for the Widow's Peak hairpiece, which looks pretty cool in the same colour of tan. But yeah, honestly, this is by far the best Sandman minifigure. And taking a look at the Vulture and Sandman's build, first off we shall start with Vulture's, which honestly, it doesn't work. It is way too large and bulky for Vulture, so he barely even fits in. Well, he doesn't fit in it properly. It goes on his back, but he don't actually fit how it's intended here. You can see we have these stickers, which are just on 2x3s, and they are repeated, which honestly, I don't mind these ones as much. I find these being just reprinted stickers, not elements, like printed ones, because, I don't know, they're kind of just a lot easier to put on, I would say. Yeah, and there's only like 6 and 8. But then again, that's not that many more. I don't know. I just don't think it is as much of a problem. It's easier to put them on. There you can see that back part. And there you can see this like smoothed out tile. And the reverse to these, which looks alright, I guess. But yeah, they've definitely... yeah, I feel they've really kind of dropped the ball here, honestly, with these wings. I don't think that they were done that well, but still, I like them. I think they are still done decently. And then taking a look at Sandman here, you can see what he looks like, which honestly, this build is absolutely incredible. First off, starting off with his hammer, I really like the look of it. You've got some wet sand, you've got the dry stuff. And yeah, it looks really awesome. So then there you can see him in there, which is really cool. Has that Nexo Knight piece, and removing that, there you can see that. I really like the look of this build. I think it's just done really well. And it does simply just open up, and you got 2 gems in there. But technically, you can add 5, because, well, you mostly could even fit 6 to 8, I would say, but they give you 3 extra, like 1 of each, so I generally just saw them in there because why not? But yeah, honestly, I think that is such a lovely, just nice little build, you know. It's quite nicely done, quite a natural looking set, quite cool. And there you can see that, which you would have already seen in the minifigure category of this review. But yeah, that is Sandman, which is a really awesome minifigure. And then also, where is it? There is also another build of the set, which is just this little gem for Vulture to steal, or Sandman, depending on who it is. 20C could just engulf it, to be honest. But yeah, there's that, which is cool. And you get this spider web, which is cool. And then you get that spider web. And yeah, that is pretty awesome. And the thing about this build is there's not much to show, and I apologise for this mostly being a bit of a shorter video. Definitely the Venom one, but this may be a bit shorter. And the mechanism, I know I've built it right, but the issue is, I don't know if I'm sorry, I didn't actually say it's in the Venom one. It kind of just goes out of sorts. It's a bit floppy, and it kind of has its own control, and it's really hard to get it perfectly to work. But first off, with the build here, you can see the front of the build, which looks pretty cool. You can see all the fangs and everything, which looks pretty nice. And looking at that side and that side, it looks kind of blocky. You can see quite a lot of technique is involved. And then here you can see the spider legs, which are pretty cool, but you can see that that's basically just the same sticker on all of them. And I don't know what that bit of string was doing, but yeah, basically you just move it around like that, and it has the same thing. It's meant to look like a spider, which is pretty cool. And then here you can see these controls for Spider-Man, and wow, I'm not really sure why the frames got dark all of a sudden, but anyway, there you can see that, which I think that is pretty awesome. And there you can see it has 2 engines on the back, this little bit of ammo above this little disc, and then it has this part of the back, which I know there's a term for it, but I currently don't remember. It's the, I swear it begins with an A, something like that. And there you can see what it looks like, which sort of reminds me of like an engine motor. And then here you can see the little gun, the little stud shooter. And yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see the silver and then the chrome silver, which I think is pretty nice. And yeah, overall, I think this is a really nice looking build there. You can see that. And it's one of my favorite Spider-Man sets. Like, genuinely, I thought this is such an incredible set. It's such a good set. So yeah, there you can see it like moving its feature and everything. And yeah, that is the main build. So let's take a look at the side builds now, and then we will take a look at the my final thoughts on the set.